Monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we're going to start our fall stuff. Well, actually, we've already started because if you guys have been following me, you guys would have saw that we did a placement card for, well, we did 2 placement cards, but we still need to make the rest of the guest ones, which we will. And we also made a lantern on, I think, the following day. So we kind of already started the little snowball going on right here with the whole Thanksgiving and fall. I am going to be having Thanksgiving dinner here. It's going to be like a Friendsgiving dinner. And so I'm trying to get my whole little table setting sort of like, you know, como quiero decir, like, what am I trying to say here, boo-boo? Come on, just spit it out. So I'm trying to get everything together so that when, you know, it comes, what, I'm going to kind of put it up tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I'm going to be putting it up probably on Saturday because I still need to make a few more stuff. You guys are going to see some tutorials on that. And I want to make like a centerpiece for my Thanksgiving dinner and all that good stuff. So anyway, in this video we are going to be making a wreath because when we were moving, I lost a fall wreath and I also lost our Halloween wreath, which we should have made one for Halloween, but we didn't. But anyway, so we're going to be making a fall wreath here today, and we are going to be using this 18-inch wire wreath form. And we're going to go ahead and use this little bad boy. And we are also going to use some deco mesh. And we got a cream color, yellow, orange, and a green. And they have little spectacles of gold all through the little thing right here. And we also went to the Dollar Tree. And we went ahead and we purchased a bunch of little flowers and little berries and little balls that we're going to use for our little, our little wreath. But now this deco mesh, I did get it from the little hole in the wall that I normally go to, but that's because look at these big rolls that I get here. Obviously they're not 99 cents or $1, so you could definitely find the deco mesh at your Dollar Tree, and you could also find this wreath at your Dollar Tree. They're going to be limited on the sizes, guys, because I'm pretty sure everybody is swooping these little bad boys up. But this one, I got it at Z Michaels. This is a Michaels one. But I have seen a lot of these at Z Dollar Tree. So go ahead and hop on over to your Dollar Tree and get some deco mesh and get a little wreath form. And make yourself a little wreath for this year's fall. Like a little Thanksgiving one. We also picked up these little signs before I forget. These have the glitter, so they're gonna get all over the damn place. I knew it, Jesse. So they're fighting me because they're in with the flowers. But we picked up, hello sir, let it go. I should have did this before, huh? You know, Jesse and his poor planning. So we went ahead and we picked up these little bad boys right here. And so we are going to use, come on, turn around. We're going to use these little guys for the center of our little wreath. And like I said, whoa, I got glitter all over me, boo-boo. That was like a glitter shower. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and use that in the middle of our wreath. And that is also purchased at at the Dollar Tree. Jesse, get it together, boo-boo. What is wrong with you? So at the Dollar Tree, you guys could go ahead and pick up those signs. So let's not waste any more time, guys, because I know you guys want to get down and dirty, boo-boos. So let's get down and dirty, and I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. Let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys right here. Well, we're just going to make one. Don't get all excited, guys. I don't know why he said bad boys. It's just a little bad boy right here. So we are going to be using this deco mesh that I picked up from my little hole in the wall, and that little wire wreath form we picked up from Z Michaels. All the floral we picked up from the Dollar Tree, and as well as the little pumpkins and stuff, we also picked those up at Z Dollar Tree. So these are all the little floral picks that we picked up. And we know that we are going to use quite a few of them, but we know that we're not going to use them all, which is perfect because we can go ahead and use some of that to make the centerpiece for our dining table. And so what we are going to do here is we are going to go ahead and start to put our little deco mesh onto our reform. And you guys have seen me do this before because we did do a Halloween wreath about a year ago, and we have made some Valentine one as well. So it's just basically the same step. We're going to go ahead and attach each and every single color of deco mesh with a zippy tie, and we're going to go ahead and attach that however big of a ball that you guys want. It doesn't have to be like super big. We are going kind of big because, you know, go big or go home, boo-boos. But you guys don't have to do it that big because it all depends on where you guys live. If you live in an apartment building, then you guys don't want to have like this huge, humongous wreath. So I know that I want mine to look pretty luscious. I want it to look full, and I want it to look jam-packed with stuff. So we're going to go ahead and make these little, I want to call them the mesh bubbles. We're going to make them pretty big. And so, like I said, we're attaching them with the zippy ties. Now, we do have some of these white zippy ties that we have purchased at the Dollar Tree. And you could also go ahead and pick them up at also Walmart. We picked up the black ones at Walmart. We do run out of the white ones. We didn't, you know, I don't know why I didn't think about it, my little crafting monster. So we didn't end up going to go buy some white ones. But at the same time, I really wasn't too worried about it because you're really not going to be able to see that through the back anyway. There's going to be so much going on this wreath, guys. So if you use some black zippy ties, don't feel bad. If that's all you got, use it, boo-boo, because ain't nobody going to see that, okay? So just keep going ahead and adding your yellow. And as you can tell, I'm kind of making this kind of, I wanted it to be kind of like my more dominant color, but it ends up blending in with all the other three colors. So, I mean, I was just putting it on every, what do I want to say? Like every 6 inches, 7 inches. And then I'm attaching it with the zippy ties. You guys don't even have to do these little loops. I mean, if you guys cut these into strips and then just have them kind of all wild and looking like we did our little Halloween one year, that would look even cute as well. But I wanted this to be kind of like loops of fabric, and I wanted it to be, you know, some nice looking little soft loops. But like I said, you guys could go whatever route you guys want. I mean, these wreaths are really just all your creativity and all your imagination that just gets put onto a little wire wreath form. But so anyway, once we're already almost done putting this yellow, I'm going to go ahead and add the green one, and it's going to be kind of the same process. Now, all of the three main colors, I'm going to go ahead and use them, put them on the same way. We're going to go ahead and put them on from the very top, and we're going to zippy tie those little bad boys onto that wire form. But the last color, because there's going to be so many of these loops, you guys will notice, the last color, I'm going to feed it in from the bottom to the top. You guys will see. But let's go ahead and add the next two colors, and we'll be right back. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys listen to some music, so enjoy the music, my little boo-boos, and I'll be right back once we finish this part and I start bringing out that mesh from the bottom. Then I'll come and I'll explain to you what we're doing on that part. So I will see you guys in a bit. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. So now we are adding the cream color little mesh, and the deco mesh, we're adding it from the bottom into, and we're pulling it out from whatever area I want the deco mesh to come out of. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there's already too many deco mesh loops on the very top. So if we add these from the bottom, we'll be able to add these pretty good. And we're still going to go ahead and attach those with some zippy ties. So you will be attaching those loops with the zippy ties just so that those stay into place and they don't go anywhere. So make sure you guys are putting those little, loops wherever it is that you are able to put those in. And we're going to go ahead and do that throughout the whole entire wreath. And once we are completely done with that, like we are now, we're just going to go ahead and get our little snips, and we're going to cut the back of each and every single one of these little zippy ties just to make it a little bit more neater. And make sure that you look for every single one of these, because you want to make sure that you cut them all. You don't want any of these to be, hanging in there and be, there's going to be a chance that they're going to be visual and people will be able to see them. So just cut them off and you guys won't have no problem. So there's quite a few of them. So just go ahead and go along the whole entire wreath. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said ring. Well, it is a ring technically, Jesse. I mean, you didn't lie. But go ahead and go around the whole entire thing and make sure that you take them off. Now, this is the time where you guys get to go ahead and form all these little loops into whatever form that you guys want, and move them around and kind of make them a little bit more even and more fluffier and all that. You didn't really have to worry too much about the whole little wreath when you guys were putting it together, but once you guys have it all onto that wire, then you guys could go ahead and start to kind of form these into whichever little loops you guys want. And this is like super duper easy, guys. Go ahead and just do this throughout your whole entire wreath, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and decorate this little bad boy. And we are going to decorate this with some floral, like all of these little floral picks that we picked from the Dollar Tree. And I really honestly don't know which direction I'm going to go with these. However, I do know that I do want this to be offset. At first, I wanted it to be all on, basically the, if you're facing the wreath, it would be our left. So I wanted it to be all the left side of the wreath. But then I started thinking about it and I said, well, maybe I should just do it a little bit offset. So I wanted it to be offset, but then I said I wanted it offset a little bit more closer to the bottom than anything. And so we're going to go ahead and try to offset that, see how it works. It's kind of hard to tell, honestly, to tell you the truth, that on the position that I'm in and the camera is in, it's really hard to see where the center and stuff is, but I know it's going to turn out beautiful, because every wreath, no matter how you do it, it always comes out gorgeous. So I know that I want these two little white berries to be kind of like the foundation of my little florals. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these together with some zippy ties. That's a good thing about also using zippy ties, is that it's a quick way to put two things together, and that's what we're doing here. And so we're going to go ahead and just get those little bad boys ready, and we're going to go ahead and glue these onto the wreath itself. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of like bend it kind of the way I want it to be. All the other flowers, I'm definitely going to glue it onto this little stem, because it's just easier to glue the flower to another stem, because the glue just for some reason holds a little bit better. And you just want to make sure that that first one, the main one, is attached to your deco mesh, and it's attached to it in every, different parts of the wreath where it's touching the deco mesh. You want to make sure that you add a little bit of glue on there so that it's really holding on. These flowers are not only going to be attached to this, to the wire, it's also going to kind of touch the deco mesh. Or if you want to attach the flower to the actual deco mesh, you guys could go ahead and do that. Now on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and just hold it, because I want it to kind of stick out. It's almost like my vocal flower or floral. Yeah, Jesse, be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about. It's the main one. But as you guys will notice later on in the video, as we put more and more flowers, it kind of like just blends in, and it's not even the main one anymore. It's just part of the rest of the group. And we are going to use some little pumpkins and some little
pine cones and stuff like that. And so this is going to look very organic and very fallish. Sorry that my big old cabeza is in the way, but honestly, to tell you the truth, guys, doing the wreath like this with the camera and, and you have to stand to the side instead of looking at it in the front is kind of hard. So you will see that my head will kind of peep in every so often, but just excuse me. And then I also wish that I was able to capture the whole entire wreath, but honestly, to tell you the truth, this wreath is pretty big, so it kind of didn't fit into my camera. I When I went to go pick some of these little flowers, I really can't see the color, but I went with colors that I thought were pretty light colors. I still honestly don't know what colors those are, except for those really dark ones, the first ones. I know that those are red. And I know those are red because they said red and then the name of the flower. I just completely forgot what flower those were. But the other ones didn't really have the color and the name of what flowers they were. But I know that they were not dark colors, and I just figured they're not also pastel, right? Or are they pastel? I don't even know. But anyway, we just went with what I thought would look good. And so we're just arranging these. There is no right or wrong way. And I know I always say that, but honestly, to tell you the truth, in this little video, it does apply because there is no wrong way on how to put this little bad boy together. I mean, it's really to your liking. Like, you arrange the flowers to however you guys want. You guys could go ahead and not put certain flowers and put certain flowers. I mean, you guys could just go at it, guys. And on my wreath, I definitely wanted it to be kind of full of flowers. I wanted it to, to just be like a harvest of flowers. And we are going to use a little sign for the very middle part. Right here, you just see me adding little touches of white here and there. I know I do want some of these little, they look like the husk or the wheat or tall grass. I don't know what it is, honestly, but we are going to use this on every single corner of this little flower arrangement, but I'm attaching it all with a little zippy tie, and that's so that they all stay together. And then I'll add some glue on the very end of it, and then I'll just push it in there and see where it attaches to. And so right here you just see me putting the little zippy tie and cutting off the excess, and then adding some glue on the very edge, and then we're just going to shove that. And we just did that to the other side as well. And that just has like some flowers and that little tall wheat or grass, or I mean hay, or I don't know what it is, guys, but or what it is. But we do know that it just gives it that little fall feel to it as well. I'm adding some of these little fall leaves just to kind of also give it a little pop of color here and there with the leaves. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I think we are almost completely done. We are just going to really need to focus on where we want to add the little sign, if it's going to either be hanging on the top or in the center or kind of tucked in to where the flowers are at, which is kind of the angle that I'm going to. So I'm probably most likely going to tuck it kind of behind the flowers. But anyway, this little flower arrangement is almost completely done, my little crafty monsters. I'm just adding some little pumpkins here and there now. Those little pumpkins just kind of give it a little extra something. And we're also going to add some little pine cones as well. Now, the pumpkins, we did purchase those from Z Dollar Tree. And the little pine cones, we purchased those from also Z Dollar Tree. They were in the Christmas section, but I mean, the pumpkins, I had purchased them when all of their fall stuff first came out. But the pine cones, I found those on the Christmas section. I just got the ones that didn't have like the white snow on them, and and didn't have the red glitter and all that stuff. I try to go with the ones that look a little bit more natural and a little bit more dried up. So that's where we're adding, just to give it a little tiny accent of a pine cone here and there. And then we're going to add the little berries. These are little berries that we purchased at, where did we get these from? We also got these from Z Dollar Tree. And so these come off of that stem. So I'm just going to add some glue on the very end of it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stick it into wherever I want it to pop out of. And That's how easy it is right there. And because you've already built up kind of a bunch of little glued flowers onto that deco mesh and onto that little wire, the first wire we laid down, it's a lot easier to attach these little berries to them. Not to mention that the glue will attach to one of the flowers or something like that. They're pretty light, so you don't have to worry about them falling. That definitely worked for me, and I've done that to several other wreaths as well. This is the way I've put all my wreaths together, to tell you the truth, and I've never had any of them break or fall or get messed up. So yeah, I really love how this little floral arrangement turned out. I think it's so super stinking cute. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our little sign. And I kind of want it tucked in kind of like this. So we're just going to go ahead and just add some little hot glue onto this little bad boy. And we are going to stick him in there and make sure that that glue kind of attaches to the actual
welcome back my little crafty monsters. Yeah, boo-boos. That's how easy it was to make this little wreath. How luscious and full does this wreath look? I mean, like, seriously, it is like better than I actually expected. Now, I could have made the flowers a little bit more angled, but I think that offset was pretty good. I was going to actually do it on all one side, but I go, no, I kind of wanted it a little bit more down to the bottom. So, I mean, I did kind of, you know, I kind of offset it that way. But, I mean, you guys could go ahead and play with your wreath however you guys want. You guys could set it up however you guys want. There are so many different ideas out there, my little boo-boos. Let your creativity just take flight, boo-boo, and make yourself a wreath for the front of your door so that you guys could have a beautiful decoration at the front of your door, if you're not going to put anything else. And so that is us getting ready for Thanksgiving. We will be making some more centerpieces for our Thanksgiving table, and we are going to be making some few other little projects, so definitely stay tuned for those. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little subscribe button, guys, because then we become BFFFFFs, because I know BFs is good. I know it is, boo-boo, but BFFFFFF is even better. And so I know you guys want to be my BFFFF. So go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. And since you're already there, because you're there, boo-boos, go ahead and hit that little bell icon, because that's for you guys. So you guys will get notified every time I upload a new video, and you guys don't be missing out on it. You know, don't miss out on the awesomeness. And then give us a thumbs up, because that will help our channel grow. We definitely need those thumbs up, guys. Also lets me know that you guys liked my video. So anyways, like, share, and tell your friends, because this is the time of giving. So give that beautiful information of Paper to Masterpiece to your friends and neighbors, and even the strangers walking down the street. So definitely go ahead and share with the world. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, goodbye.